Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find loanDepot Park. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the All-Stars taking on the All-Stars. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Cristopher Sanchez. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
Okay, all set to go. This is Brice Turang.
The second baseman, Brice Turang.
Foul ball there.
First pitch, 7:06.
And a big swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one just misses. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Bobby Witt Jr. getting ready to hit. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Sanchez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Just missed.
That pitch is out.
1 out, bases empty. That clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That's to third. Ramirez sends it across to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here comes Aaron Judge. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This to third. Ramirez slings it across. Judge out on the play. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here in Miami, and on the mound in this one, Logan Webb.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that just misses. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner from that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. And that one almost hit him.
1 strike. Inside, ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground to third. Over to Turang. 1. And that's 2. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. The 4th game of the World Series. And now the big-time power threat, Cal Raleigh. Sanchez back to work. This ball's chopped on the ground. De La Cruz. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Byron Buxton. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Second inning here, no score. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Schwarber matched a homer in his last game. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
A lot of pop in that bat. Had the distance for the Oppo home run, but many times you have that slice going to the opposite field, and he just couldn't keep that one fair.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Juan Soto.
The designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Outside. That just misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0.
That's a little bit low.
3 balls, no strike.
Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. That one drilled left field and foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
The second baseman,
Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Marte.
First pitch misses. Soto gets his lead at first with nobody out. And he takes a strike.
1-1.
Fought off foul. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Fouled off. He was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
One out, and a runner at second here in Game 4 of the World Series. And El Nino is stifled for the K.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely
That
and
is
just
seven.
bunched him
The
up
left fielder.
on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Fouled off left side. And the next pitch is way outside. Runner at second, 2 down. Ground ball left side. Tosses across the first, and that is the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Lone Depot Park, here is Bryce Harper.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Harper with a homer in his last game. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Right through there for a strike. Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
0-2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Alex Bregman. And that is cut on and missed. Strike 1. Bregman getting to start at third. 30 years old now, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. 1 down, base is empty. Swinging a foul straight back. Outside with a breaking ball. And that's downstairs and outside. Next pitch is outside. Out to short, De La Cruz. Throws across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away.
Batting now, the designated hitter, Mike Trout.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Trout launched a homer in his most recent game. And first offering is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Right side. Turang. Rodriguez out of the play.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. There's your strike.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better.
Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. So up next, Elly De La Cruz. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Rips one to right, and foul ball. 0-2 now. The shortstop takes the ball. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the fourth, still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the fourth, and now Bryce Turang. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Witt at the plate now, and that's inside.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 1-0. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some runs while you're at it.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Misses off the inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Runner takes off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Witt around second, into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
All over that one right
Now
there.
batting.
When you can turn the ball around at
Power.
107 off the bat,
Whoa.
it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And now, Cal Raleigh grounded out his first time. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. Inside, just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at the corners, one away. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Tap foul at the plate.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that'll load the bases.
Looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Byron Buxton. Golden opportunity right here. Laser, base hit. One runs in, the throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in two in a huge spot. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's a big power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Two on, one out. Pitch misses, and the count now even up. Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here comes Bryce Harper.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that one fouled off. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 on, 2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 4 now. The All-Stars with the lead 2-0. Back here in Miami, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next offering upstairs.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Hard hit to third. Bregman to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He hit into a double play his first time up. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. That's a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. 1 down, base is empty. Outside, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Now at the plate,
now batting,
Soto.
the designated hitter,
his first time.
Soto.
One of the things that Jim Leyland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Misses outside, 2-0. And that one fouled off.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the postseason success continues for him. Here's Ketel Marte. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Webb throws over, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
off
pitcher's
for North
duel so
Carolina,
far. Here's
the
how the
third
starters have
baseman, Alex
performed up to this point.
Bregman.
Sanchez back to work. And first offering is fouled off. just missed. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Late with the swing there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
High fly ball out towards left center. Laureano tracks it down for the out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Trout, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Two down. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
The batter, number 13.
And stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. He is struck out and he is walked. That one misses. Ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. That ends the frame. Back here at Lone Depot Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five, Fernando Tatis Jr. First offering misses badly for ball one. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Ramon Laureano.
Number 5.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1's the count.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike two.
0-2.
That's inside.
Ball one.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Now batting,
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Grounded out his first time.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
2 outs. That one ripped. Off the sculpture, it's a home run. That did some damage. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. And that drops in for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. That one down the line, and foul ball. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Today we deliver a powerful message as we join our partners Stand Up to Cancer and reaffirm our commitment to the fight against cancer. Major League Baseball, its fans, players, and coaches are united in our determination to defeat this disease for our friends, our families, and our communities. For more information and how you can help, go to standuptocancer.org. Witt in the box again, takes a strike. Now the bullpen looks to be springing into action. Camilo Doval getting loose out there. Dominguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Lifted in the air, right center field. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
Here is Aaron Judge, 1 for 2. Snap throw to first. Witt dives back in safely. Judge, in his 10th season, 32 years old. He's a former American League MVP. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And that's strike 1. Witt aboard here at first with nobody out. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Judge waits. Goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. swing and a foul out of play. Man at second. That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Smoked on the ground a second. Out number 3. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The All-Stars on top here 2-1. The 4th game of the World Series. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That's in there. 0-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And that is out of play.
This is the time you have to pull out every trick in your bag. They know the season is over with the loss. Things aren't looking great right now, but they're still in striking distance. They need to get something going real soon.
One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2. That one almost got him. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Home team down a run here in Game 4 of the World Series. And there's a fly ball deep right field. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
1 out. Runner at second. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there's a strike to the outside corner. 0-1. With the tying run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. That one close, rule the ball. And that's ball 1.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. David Bednar, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Hader, a left-hander, also throwing. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Logan Webb won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Righty reliever out of the pen, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Juan Soto will hit next. A walk, and he's also singled. In there at the knees. That's strike one. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Man at first, one away. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a ball.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Ketel Marte in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
2 on, 1 out. And here is Ketel Marte. 0 for 2 in this one. Guerrero over at second. Soto at first. 1 gone. Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Next offering misses down and away.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 3-2.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Late on that fastball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Two on, 1 out. Fights it off, you'll see another.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That's down and in.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And it remains 2-2. Tatis waits. In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. On the ground. Witt tosses to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at-bat. Laureano comes up to hit. Right through there for a strike. And there's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. Japan out front here, 4-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Randy Rodriguez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering is down low. Now one missed. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field now.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here comes Bryce Harper. That pitch gets the corner. 0-1. And ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one ripped into right, and that's a fair ball. One gone, runner at first. Alex Bregman now at the plate. In there at the knees for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate. And that's outside. 1-1. And that's in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next pitch misses way outside. with the tying run at the plate late here in Game 4. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Tying run at the plate. Stays alive.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Randy Rodriguez is done. 2-1 ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Abner Uribe on to pitch here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one in there to Mike Trout. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That one not close. And it's 1-2. And that's down and away.
Really nice slider right there. Sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Harper leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Three-two, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Bryce Terang in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Two outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So digging in, Bryce Terang. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Garrett Whitlock. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered here in this one. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And that one missing low. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And they'll do it again. On the ground to third, and that's just foul.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Buxton hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's going to be Yainer Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. That's through there for a strike. Ball one low.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. Witt over to first. Gets the catcher by a step. Two down, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. So Jose Ramirez now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Jose Ramirez digs in now. And that's downstairs and outside. Move to first. De La Cruz back on a dive. And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Camilo Doval. Bobby Witt Jr. getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Misses off the plate. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Aaron Judge at the plate. That clips the zone. Strike one. That clips the corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. There's the strike. Tying run at the plate. Fought off foul. And a swing and a miss. And now two gone.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So two down now, and here is Byron Buxton. On the ground to third, Ramirez. They get the force, and that will end the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Josh Hader. Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Inside, almost got him.
Well, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
And a foul ball. Check swing, went around. 1-2. On the ground to the left. Zips it across, and Guerrero is set down. And now the DH, Juan Soto. Swing and a ball popped up. Harper. And it's caught for the out. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. And there's a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Marte, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. And a big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Good eye right there. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. The flip to the pitcher is late, and they don't get an out on the play. First and second, 2 outs. Laureano, the next to hit, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one ripped, but foul. Now the 0-1. First and second, 2 down here in Game 4 of the World Series. And strike 2.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
That one just misses.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. A massive home run. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-2.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Josh Hader done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, David Bednar.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a ball popped up. Turang makes the play, and that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 7-2 ball game. This is the World Series on the show. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Seranthony Dominguez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That is upstairs for ball 1. Dominguez, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Moving in the bullpen, Yohan Duran up and throwing. Abreu also getting ready. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Right through there for a strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
And a sweeper misses for a ball.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they...
Oh, gets dirty. On the money. Nice play.
But he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with this kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Base is empty, one away. Late here in game 4. Next pitch is outside. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Way inside. This one in the air. Marte. And there are 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's in there. Strike 1. And a foul ball. Dominguez is just 1 strike away. The 0-2. Got him! And that's the ball game.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
Your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.